being able to work backwards, both by setting it up, seeing Marston Hartley, setting it up, and then trying to sketch it, I don't, this sounds pretty big, but I got to the essence of it, where I thought, aha, now I see what it is. Yes, I said, Eureka! Marston Hartley is doing this, but all those forms, the repetitions, and so those elements that go under any kind of still life or any kind of painting, which is here too, but it's a different format, a different form, and a simplicity. Obviously, Hartley goes in, and his painting, if you know his painting, is full of texture and color, pattern, very, very rich painting. So you start to see these things. Jane Freilacher over there, who is a contemporary painter, and mine has changed. I was tired of sunflowers, so I didn't get the sunflowers. So I decided to use something slightly different, so it's a different color family.
Yeah.
And also we had done so much with yellow here. I thought, maybe I would not do yellow. So, but the forms are there, that the kind of L formation, or whatever you want to call it, with a strong vertical concentration at the top, and then the second concentration that does the scarf. So that again became, salient to me, those points. This one, I think I'll go back to what Lily Martin Spencer was really, she was concentrating on a much more, a simplified, rather, it's very much a period too, but again, with some wonderful little food forms and a bit of a tumble. And the other one behind the Demuth is another Demuth. And here, I actually kind of went and came whether I would put the green apples. Then I decided, no, I'll just make this. They're not apples, they're tomatoes, or pumatos.
Pumatos.
The famous pumatos. And so I just reduced it to what the simplicity that Demuth has.
It'd be fun, you could just draw it.
Yeah, and obviously what you start looking for and what he concentrates on is, again, how do those folds lead you? The repeat of the sort of lumpy, a little of ellipses, and then leading you out to the edges of wherever you focus. So that's that. The leftovers could be arranged to be one of these lovely paintings. Here is Morgan Russell, right here, which, if you remember, and I guess my book is not here now, he was a devotee of Cézanne and borrowed a Apples painting of Cézanne and kept it in the studio and did his own apples over and over, just absolutely trying to get that modeling and to get the salient marks and the simplicity and the lineup. So if anyone wants to do a Morgan Russell or change these in any way, here are the suggestions. Elizabeth Osborne, who was a painter in Philadelphia, I believe.
I love that.
And she does these, they're almost like airbrush, the application of the paint. You had it on full on your screen, but all of these are proper. They're very placid, very serene, very contained, all about color, subtle color.
And very geometric.
Frontal, yeah. This is Daumier.
I knew it was familiar.
I just thought I'd throw it in. It's a not traditional watercolor, but it is. It's pen and some paint. It's a German. George Gross. It's George Gross. It's of Manhattan. I think it's
Gross?
George Gross. G-R-O-S-Z. Very, I don't associate him with watercolor, but he does very strong, rather difficult war. Macabre, war, pre-war. But this was a little different, and I thought the formation, this is marvelous. You know, it is like a lot of people. So you said Marin, and you know, using all
Yeah, I
these
thought it was
dynamics.
maybe there too, but I
So I threw this in to sort of balance it. And then-
said that was Duluth.
And it is. And that is Duluth. It was this period, and it was this, you know, quasi-cubist,
You did a bunch of them,
industrial,
yeah.
And so the play between these two,
Oh,
I thought
yes.
was an interesting thing. I mean, both architectural and breaking, but how different they use it. This one, Georgia O'Keeffe.
Oh my gosh.
So that is, and if you look at it on your screen, it is delicious. Hide your eyes. Delicious watercolors. You know, what she just does, but which does not characterize all of her painting. He is not that well known, but he's an interesting painter. Does things very like this. Nothing with Warhol. His name is Bernard Chait, C-H-A-E-T, and he said, I don't know if he's alive, but he's more or less contemporary, but I think he may have passed on. Boston painter. Neil Welliver, who I've gotten where I can't bring another book in because the book I have of Neil Welliver is the heaviest book I have of anything. It is huge, but I will bring it in some point.
Welliver.
Elliver. He, Maine and New York. He taught Pennsylvania, I think.
That's a book.
And he does.
It is.
This is a watercolor. His oil paintings, which he's well known for, are very, very similar.
And they're huge.
And
That's why
huge.
the book is probably huge.
Right. And they are huge. And I once heard, I saw his work at Marlborough Gallery, where he's showed at one point, and the person, the curator there, was saying how he started up in one corner and just painted which amazed me. He did go out on site. He did lots of bleak woods and winter and colorful, this wonderful autumn, very constructive.
But he's also
Negative
dual
painting.
tones sometimes too.
Yeah.
It's just very colorful.
It is very colorful, and if you look at all this roots and reflections and stuff, you can see, because you all have such wonderful techniques, that it mostly is that negative thing. He probably laid it out and drew it very, very, very